Hey guys, Mariah here, founder and CEO of Yours Extension Company. Today we are teaching at a sold out masterclass tour for the Veil Bead Method utilizing Yours extensions. And so we are going to take you along on the whole day. Enjoy! Okay, so we stopped for Starbucks. Gang's all here. We are headed out to Syracuse. It is 6:38 a.m. and we are ready. Gang's all here. We are so excited. We're almost to MKW Salon and we are ready to kick off the 2021 Masterclass tour with Yours Extensions. So stay tuned. We're going to be taking you guys behind the scenes. We're here. So cute. I love Jenna's salon. Oh my gosh. Obsessed. I am going to get started just by introducing myself and my team, and then we're going to go around and learn a little bit about each other and then get started and dive right into it because we have a lot to get into today. So I'm Mariah. I am the owner of Yours Extension Company, and at Yours we are dedicated to making sure that extension installations look and feel like yours, so it's a seamless result from start to finish and completely undetectable. We do this through a couple different ways, which is through our method and our hair, and we're going to dive into that in a little bit. But first, I'm going to introduce Macy. She's our second educator today. Hi. We're going to be splitting into two groups. I'm still going to be working individually with every single one of you, but Macy's also going to be here to make sure that you're getting all of the attention that you need, and she's very versed in our method. She's been working with me since I started the method, so I'm excited for her to be here. Macy, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
So I actually grew up in the salon. I have been there, like, first day out of the hospital, my mom took me to do a client. I've just always been around hair, and I just knew like extensions was something I wanted to get into, and as soon as Mariah released her line, I was like, okay, I'm doing that. And I think I was one of her first in-person certifications, so it's just been awesome to work with her.
Yeah, and you're taking extension clients all the time now, so it's totally changed your business. And then Cheyenne here works with us. She is our media and production manager at Yours, so you're going to just be seeing her taking a lot of pictures of you guys today, and then we're going to be sending them all to you so that you can promote yourself that you came to this class. Cheyenne, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne. Again, I am a mom and a small business owner. So yeah.
She is, and she works for us. Go into a little bit about the company and the hair, just so that you guys can get a brief idea of why you're here today. Here at Yours, we are dedicated again to that seamless extension installation. So the Veil Bead Method uses no heat, glue, or braids, but it does conceal all the beads. So you guys have seen that trending on Instagram, like nobody wants to see the beads in 2020. And by walking out of here today, you're going to be versed in a method that uses no heat, tape, or glue. It conceals all of the beads, and then our stitching pattern is very unique. And I just want to explain that a little bit. So I think only two of you guys have done actually hand-tied extensions. Typically with hand-tied extensions, what you do is you bead the row, but in between each bead, you're actually threading thread through the bead. And that thread then acts as like a clothesline pretty much, so that when you sew that weft to the person's hair, that line is actually holding some of the weight of the weft. Is that making sense to everyone? Okay, so our method gives that clothesline effect with our stitching. So you don't have to do that first step with the thread. You're actually just gonna bead the row, but you're still getting the same effect of that clothesline. Like our stitching is holding itself up on the hair. So it's not super heavy for fine hair, and it's great for all hair types. Our method is also good for machine tied, hand tied, and Vanish Wefts. So by walking out of here with this method today, you can do all of those weft types. A common misconception I feel like in the hair extension world is that like a hand tied is a method, or a machine tied is a method, or a Vanish Weft is a method, and it's not. We're teaching a method today that works with all those weft types, but they're different wefts. Hi guys, come on in. No, you're good. Okay, our Kayla and Catherine, nice to meet you guys. Vanish Weft is a hybrid weft, basically. So you can pre-order hand-tied wefts from us, but I think after you see the Vanish Weft and all it's capable of, you're gonna be like, why would I order hand-tied? But I'm gonna pass this around. You can feel the hair quality and then see the top of the hand-tied weft for yourself. So with our extensions, it's a hybrid because like hand-tied, it lays just as flat as those wefts would, but like machine-tied, it can be cut here on the corner. You can literally cut the Vanish Weft at the top as well and make it just as skinny as a hand-tied weft. As long as you don't get onto that second seam where it's sewn, you can literally make it just as invisible as a hand-tied weft as well. You can also cut it on the end, which you cannot do with a hand-tied weft. So with a hand-tied weft, you literally have to, and there's no unraveling. But with a hand-tied weft, you have to make sure that you don't cut it, or it will unravel. You'll literally see pieces like falling to the floor, and you're like, no. The Vanish Weft, why we love it is because it's just so customizable. With hand-tied wefts, you have to be really savvy with how you layer and fold them, because they can't be cut and they would unravel. They typically come in like a longer, most of them are 12 inches, I would say 12 to 14 inches, and you have to fold them to fit the client's head, whereas with the Vanish Weft, you can literally just cut it off to fit your sectioning. Oh, our hair is 100% human remedy hair. It's double drawn, meaning if you've ever seen extensions that have like a little bit of a mustache, like they've got those little hairs poking up at the top, our hair doesn't. It all is like thick from root to tips, because we double dry it. We go back and we take care of all of those little pieces, and we attach hair to those as well. When you purchase the course is the link to your online portal. And there's 67 files, there's 13 follow-up videos, so everything you learned today you can go back and rewatch to refresh your mind. But also everything that I'm talking about right now is in the course. I just want to give you guys this idea of what it is that you're learning so that it all makes sense as we're going. That we're going to be talking about right now: pre-consultation, application, cutting, blending, all those videos and follow-up materials in the course. And of course, we have pricing, marketing, we have captions and caption ideas to like book your first model. It's all there. Anything you need to set up a successful extension business is in our course. We've pretty much thought of it all, and if you have questions that you don't find in the course, we're more than happy to answer that, because we do have a Facebook, a 24/7 support forum. So we want you guys to all become a part of that today. It's just search Yours Certified Stylist on Facebook and join it, and we're there to answer any additional questions all the time.
Who the Vanish Weft is for?
Okay, so first we're gonna go into the tiers, and then we're gonna talk about who the Vanish Weft is for. But our tier program, I do want you guys to understand that today is not certifying you in the Veil Bead Method. Today is logging your Masterclass hours. So we have two certification options. We have an online certification option, and we have the Masterclass certification option. Both certification options have 3 tiers. So tier 1 is basically you need to watch the videos and then review them, come up with any questions. Tier 2 is designed to get you competent in our method. So tier 2 is today for you guys. Today we are going to be doing the demo and the hands-on. For the online course, that's when they would meet with me virtually. But you guys are doing that in person and getting that full experience today. After today, what you're going to want to do to finish tier 2 is just go home, practice a couple rows on a mannequin, and get like confident in yourself. Tier 3 is when you move on to taking your live model. So you're gonna book a live model, you're gonna do a complete install using everything that we've learned today. You can watch our refresher videos before you do that as well. And then the photo evidence from your live model is what you're gonna send into my email address, and all these directions are in your course, so you don't have to remember step by step, like our tiers are listed in your portal. But after you take the live model, take the pictures of your install before and after, show me the flip up, Then we will pass you on to being certified, and we'll get you listed on our stylist locator, on our app, on our website, promote you on our pages, and get a certification or certificate of completion of your logged hours today. But the reason that we do it this way, you guys, is not because we don't want to certify you in a day. It's just, in my experience, you're not proficient in this method in a day. It does take some work on your end, but you're going to feel confident that you will be able to get it after today. So, moving on to who the Vanish Weft and who the Veil Bead Method is for. So the Veil Bead Method is great for all hair types because it does hold the weight of the weft in our stitching. And the Vanish Weft is also good for all hair types because it does lay so flat. It's great for fine hair and it can be stacked, so it can be great for thick hair. So there's really not like a client other than someone with alopecia or hair loss that I wouldn't recommend this for. The utmost integrity. So that's what inspired me to create the Veil Bead Method. And then I was inspired also because I was like, well, it's trending to hide beads, but how can we actually do this in a way that's gonna like hold up, not just today, but like I want when the grow out comes back in for the beads to still be hidden and it just to be grown out. So I was inspired by all of that and it kept me up for a lot of nights.
Okay, and why did you decide to take Mariah's class today?
I decided to take the class today so I can further my extension education. I've been following Mariah for a while, so a lot of her work was incredible. So obviously I wanted to learn from one of the best in the industry and have something different that's like not offered in my area. So.
Awesome, thank you. Sometimes you're gonna have to lick the end of this. Don't lick it, just kind of spray it with a spray bottle to thread the needle. So it doesn't go